All right, with that, we are once again live. Welcome to Two Morons Playing Games Poorly.
Too bad I proved that off stream.
Yeah, no, Buddha just had a little fit real quick. Hang on.
Well, I was experimenting with how the game works. But I do get accelerated XP until level 8, so the fact that I lost some levels, I'm gonna level up a little bit quicker at least, so... Yeah, I re-specialized, then re-specialized, and then re-specialized, and then, you know, just crying in my beer.
I believe we have
yes, Elder Gaspar. Tell me what I need to do.
Over the world, and who is likely responsible. The year 1005 in the Imperial era.
What's this wee shit?
Many travelers have come and gone before you. The information gleaned from their adventures makes many things possible.
Oh no, we're 2 months late to the party. I don't think they failed. What do we need to do?
Centuries before the world was ruined, it faced a different threat.
Yeah, I think you got a bunch of successful heroes out there at this point.
They were once human, but their dark magic twisted them into a vile mockery of life. These undead fiends hunted the living at the whim of the immortal emperor.
Okay, so basically Caligula.
We believe that it was his greed for
I wouldn't say
power
Caligula,
that
but...
unleashed the void upon the world. Stopping him is our best chance at changing fate.
Okay, I don't want to change fate, but fuck it, I guess I have to.
The Epoch will guide your
You know,
way.
if I have to, I have to. That's all I know.
Can't I just live and let live? You know, I'm a small government kind of guy.
Yeah, like, I want to be more zen about this. How about that?
Leader of the living rebels, and show her the Epoch. The rest will be up to you.
No, it's not, because I'd go and live on a farm like Thanos.
Ah, Thanos.
Alright, well...
Don't you remember Thanos is supposed to be the irredeemable bad guy?
I don't know. Honestly, I felt like he was actually a pretty good guy. Like, he was trying to solve a problem for an extended period of time. Now, granted, you know, life forms multiply like fucking rabbits, so, you know, his solution's not going to last for a particularly long time, but it gives us enough time to potentially fix and learn from our mistakes. If we don't learn from our mistakes, then it's our own goddamn fault.
See, the one that really comes to mind for me is I still have to agree with that dorkly little short with the assistant.
Yep.
No,
should we go the other way?
Well, that's what I'm trying to... Like, is that the way to a portal stone, or is that the way to the quest?
I don't remember the iconography super well.
Well, that's a speech bubble, at least.
Farewell.
Yeah, we're going the right way.
That's the quest location. Okay.
Alright, let's talk to Silver. You call that armor? You want to stand a chance against the Immortal Empire, you're gonna need better gear. This is good gear. Head to the forge, imbue yourself with some shards. Thank me later.
Stay safe.
You're right. I'll thank you later.
Where's the forge? Down here? Am I going the right way? To the forge! To the forge! Alright, okay, forge guy. I was told to talk to you.
Not happening.
Forge guy? Okay, I got my quest reward. I'm good. Ooh, another side quest.
What do you want?
So you're the outsider. The queen told us to expect you. Really?
I thought it was the Emperor.
We should help you out. Thing is, I'd like to know if we could trust you. See that Imperial over there? He had keys to the Great College. Use them to infiltrate the place and stop whatever they're doing in there. You're not the only person wanting to go there, you know. The College is one of the first the immortal empire took from us. Always wanted to see what was inside. Okay. This seems wrong, but yeah, for the sake of completing quests, sure.
Hey, man. That's the whole point. Completing quests.
If that's not what we're here for, what the fuck are we even doing?
Don't you want to know why I want you to collect 10 apples? No. I'm perfectly fine with I need 10 apples.
You need 10 apples. That's the most important thing.
This is why I'm probably horrible at MMORPGs. It's just like, tell me the quest. Just tell me the quest, please.
Oh, great. The Outquest Queen is racially diverse. She's brown with white hair. Like, come on.
She's aged. I'm going north real quick. There's a few things I want to check out before we leave because this
I already started talking to our DEI here, so give me a second. You're gonna want to see this. Yep, a whole epoch. I'm here to stop the Emperor. She's not actually talking, so I guess they didn't hire anyone to be the Outcast Queen.
Well,
so.
And that's just like, if she's not talking, it's not that important.
Well, you're impressive. I'll give you that. I know. Assuming we trust you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Complete dead end up in the northeasterly quadrant.
One of our mages had the location to a secret entrance for his base, but he's been captured. They're transporting him west somewhere in Wellryan.
I'll head there now.
Yeah, it's complete dead ends. No reason to explore.
None? Well,
None.
You need to do your conversation anyways, so...
I already did the conversation.
Oh, really? You talked to our DEI and you didn't even tell me?
Yeah, you were all focused on a forge.
Alright,
Come on, man. The entire map resets. There's no point.
yeah, you're not wrong there. Okay.
But sorry for starting late. We were having talks about politics, intergender relationships, and I was talking about how I was going through a book talking about how Marco Polo might have been a great fraud, which is kind of interesting, all things considered. I like random.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting concept.
Well, I was just going to say, you know, Marco Polo, when he went over to Mongolia, when he went over to China, they would have already had paper working. I believe the printing press discovered. They would have had a lot of things discovered. But Marco Polo apparently didn't write fuck all about that, so it's like, well, if you're over there for almost 30 years, I believe it was, why wouldn't you have, you know, acknowledge the fact that you saw what would have been probably considered magic as far as you're concerned? And the only reason I can think of why he wouldn't have is like, dude, nobody back in Europe is gonna believe this nonsense.
But you're like, what's the even fucking point to like traveling abroad if you're not gonna come back with lies about what you saw? Like,
yeah, like grandiose lies. But apparently he didn't do it, so I don't know. But it's interesting. Now I've never, I don't even know what to call it, read the books of Marco Polo, his adventures, whatever they're called. So I don't know. I do not know what's written in there.
All I know is when you're swimming in a pool, someone goes, Marco! And you go,
yeah. Actually, I was talking to this one guy, and because I know a lot of random, I kind of preface with, you know, do you know X? And I did. Do you know who Marco Polo was? And that's exactly what he says. He's like, it's a blind dude that likes popping out of water every once in a while and yelling, Mark! And the fact that that was his first response got to me. I loved it.
That's a good response.
But yeah, no, I don't even know what book Marco Polo wrote, but I kind of want to read it. See, yeah. What did he talk about? Like, what were the wisdom and the randomness of the West, or the Far East, or whatever the fuck they called it back in the day?
Maybe it was all about the geopolitical conflict at the time.
Which even Europe would have an issue understanding because of cultural differences. One guy was trying to conquer other guy. Okay, that's simple enough, I guess.
That seems fair, yeah.
But yeah, it's something I'm now really just curious about, where it's like, I am now like, okay. Check something out right now. Yeah.
That was your lethality right now.
Pretty good. Not as good as it once was because of my specialty reset, but... No. So, using... I don't know. I think max roll is giving, or assuming a base level of understanding, so... And I failed on that one.
Well, like... I'm kind of like... I'm having a real problem with, like, resource generation. Like, everything I do does a fuck ton of damage, but... There's only so many attacks I can do before I'm just, like, running around.
Oh, and my ability to tank is gold star, so, you know, I'm just standing there and beating the shit out of the enemy.
Well, I think I found an important chest.
Yeah, that's still the other thing I was musing about last time is... Money seems a little scarce, but after playing for a while, I had
There's
a shit ton of money.
Box right here
Yep.
that maybe has goodies for you.
I got a key.
Now I'm just debating the merits of going back to where you were to see if there's anything on the ground.
I don't think there is, honestly, but if you want to check, go for it. You know what? I think I like the cave druid.
That's a portal. Honestly, I think I should probably only be focusing on rare or elite enemies. Just because my bird seems to kill everything else pretty quick.
Well, and it's the rare enemies that take me a second to beat down, but yeah.
Yeah, no, the rare enemies melt before me if I have enough mana. Which is kind of why I'm thinking the playstyle should be ignore everything that isn't rare.
Yeah. I don't know why these sculptures of lizards keep popping up for me.
They must not like you very much.
Seriously.
This one is a sculpture of the ox.
So yeah, you connected up to where I was at on here.
Ooh, that stings.
Found a box with a lot of goodies.
Got a mini boss. Got nothing.
Here I come to wreck the day. Yeah, just go back to the portal and go north on the left side.
Yeah, I figured. I was reasonably sure that's where you were. Fucking nothing. Fucking
Really?
nothing.
I got a bunch of fucking glyphs.
I wonder if it's like the split up punishment.
Could be. Yeah, we should do more just be in the same realm as each other. It would let me go through the door. Which now it makes me want to tell the same story I told Sonics earlier. So, I am, surprise, surprise, morbidly obese. I've been going to the gym for a little while now. Went into a gym. Guy decided to help me out a little bit. I'm like, okay, confused, but I said thank you. And then he puts up a hand, fist bumps me. He's like, keep at it, guy. It's like, ah, come on. I know I'm fat, but
You too can be healthy and sexy just like me.
once you put in enough effort, so just keep at it. You can make it too. It's like, I'm not hating on you for this, but I'm kind of annoyed.
I'm
But
a
I
little
support what
mad
he
right
did.
now.
I do support what he did. I really do. It's just I'm a cynic, so I have slightly different perspectives. But it's like, I know I'm the ugly one at the dance. Just let me do my thing. And if you want to help out a little bit, fine. But hey, man, keep at it. You're beautiful, just like the rest of us.
Go fuck yourself. The reason why I'm here is because I'm not beautiful. I know
Yeah,
that.
seriously. I'm not here to maintain. I'm here to build. And you can tell that from my obviously Adonis-like features. Leave me alone.
I'm clearly
like I said-
hedonistic.
But like I said, I do appreciate what he did. Just... How do you know you're the ugly one? You get a fist bump to go. Keep at it, man.
That's how you know you're the fat one at the party.
Yeah,
You're so brave.
Stunning and brave, you're in the gym, pushing up weights.
I just want you to know I'm really proud of you.
That's yours. Like, I still know it's on me. Like I said, I had my issues. I have my blah, 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 but... Not even hiding it, man. Not even hiding it.
You are a good person, and people say nice things about you.
Yeah, you people. Oh wow, I've been underusing my my Spriggan.
Ihr sprechen Sie Deutsch? Yeah, it looks like your build is much better for dealing with crowd control, where I'm better at single target.
Sorry, I don't even know. Where are you at?
I'm
Oh, you're
following
right.
you.
Okay. Just want to make sure it's like...
I feel like we're in a position where if we split up, I mean, I think we're fine if we split up, but I think we're losing out on loot if we split up. Like,
That is true.
that's what I'm thinking right now is because we split up, what you find, I don't find, and what I find, you don't find. Like, I'm getting the distinct impression that the game wants us to stay together.
And I agree with you on that one. I only killed one thing thus far that dropped a bunch of, I don't know, charms or whatever the fuck I'm supposed to call them. Did you see that, or?
Yeah, I've gotten a fair bit of niceties while we've been running around. Like, not like a lot, but I think 3 or 4 are fairly decent drops. At least that got past my loot filter.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Then, you know, and I'm just assuming anything that gets past the loot filter is decent.
So I'm gonna keep going south. Apparently. Mini maps, you make me mad.
When maps lie to you.
Well, especially since I am one of those, like, I rely heavily on the mini map.
Yeah.
So when the mini map lies to me, I get angry.
Speech bubble.
I want there to be a sprint dodge mechanic.
They're supposed to be adding it.
I was told I'd find a mage here.
You saved me! A terror! If only you'd been here sooner, the others would still be...
I was told I'd find a mage. Oh, you said that already.
You have to help Ulrich.
The guy who made Diablo?
That idiot let it slip that he knew something, and now they've taken him away for interrogation.
Or worse. Where did they take him?
I have no clue, but this ring, it's magic, it's linked to him. The outcast over at Rising Lake could help you activate it.
It led to him. I'd offer to join you, but I don't care. Don't push yourself. You head west of the lake. Take the ring to the outcast there. They'll be able to find Alric. Yeah, go Monkey Branch.
So it looks like the side quest is to the northy.
Look for a stone inscribed with runes by the lake edge. Touch it with his ring, and the outcast will let you in.
Gods be with you.
Treasure chest. Sorry. Need a little bit of a second.
What's up?
I got to go potty.
Alright, I will continue murdering indiscriminately. I will defend my squire. Okay, my squire is fine. I will head to the silver location.
You know, body autonomy wise, I find it interesting how I have a certain level of like, I need to pee. And it's like, oh, wow, I really needed to apparently. Where other times like, there's a little.
Yeah, no, that's the Civilization 5 effect, where I need to pee one more turn.
Yeah.
I need to pee one more turn.
3 hours later, as I
Then
can,
when you stand up and you cannot sit up, you're like, oh, nope, straight up's not gonna
as
work.
I lack the ability to become erect.
And not in the fun kind of way either.
Seriously.
Great college, over here, Buddha, over here.
But I'm taking on a biggie. Great college?
Over here.
Yes, yes. No, my favorite was, so, one of those times I get to pat myself on the back. I introduced Xanax to Civilization 5. And he started playing. I got up, I cleaned the kitchen, made myself some lunch, watched a movie. Next thing I hear is, when the fuck did the kitchen get cleaned? 2 hours ago? Oh, really?
Identify yourself. Only those with an Imperial officer crest are permitted beyond this point. I will need one of those crests to get past this point.
Really? I can't just shank you?
I literally just murdered everything out here. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You have to continue on to get the required item to come back.
Why the fuck didn't I get one of these? Oh, that's right, because I'm sneaking in to kill everything. What are you yaying?
Accidentally clicked off my screen.
You also accidentally turned off your marker on the mini-map, apparently.
What? Go. Never. I have no idea what you're talking about. Perfidy and lies. Perfidy and lies.
Yeah, I don't see you on my mini-map anymore. Can't even interact with you.
Here I am to wreck the day.
Did you turn off your marker somehow?
I don't think so. But it could be part of... Ah, Caligula! Hey, you just mentioned that guy.
He is my hero, after all. That man pulled so much shit. Like...
That he did. Blamed a chunk of it on his predecessor. Hey, I know a guy like that.
Caligula was fucking nuts, though.
It's just... I mean, it's terrifying and amusing because Caligula literally means little boots. Or maybe little shoes would be more accurate, but you know... It's Caligula.
Like, he would have sex parties where he would invite all the senators' wives.
Yeah.
Like...
oh, yeah, no, he had plenty of orgies. Like, they literally made a movie based on the dude, which was straight up, should have been like NC-17.
Oh, yeah, no, Caligula was fucking wrecked in the brain. Like, the man was nuts.
So I keep combining Caligula with Nero. I forget if it was Caligula or Nero who wanted to kill his own mom because the mom fucked him up in the head as much as anyone else did.
That was probably Nero. Like, Nero was wrecked, but
both
Caligula was hedonistic. Like, Caligula was all about getting drunk, fucking everything that moved, like...
That too, but I think Nero
I think
literally...
Caligula fucked his sister too. Like, Caligula...
well, that's what I'm trying to say is Caligula... Well, one of them. Caligula or Nero. They were, like, sexually assaulted by their mom. Like, he was wrecked from the get-go. So that's where I think it's Nero. That's where I think it was Nero then.
Alright, I don't know where you are because I can't see you on my map.
I am next to the speech bubble. I am took on Big Bad. Yes. Nope. No. 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 No.
That's not the speech bubble.
Yes. 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 Winner. 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 Still can't see me.
You are not on my map.
Okay. How about this? Portal 2 player.
I'm
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you. You're just not on my map.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is can you see me on your map?
No, I can see you running around, but I cannot see you on my map.
Okay. Teleporting back to town. Which is now kind of bad because that's going to nuke this boat. Now I'm going to... Oh. Now I'm teleporting to you. Oh, you're in town also.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going back to town so I could teleport back to you, see if that would fix the issue.
You need to communicate. Stay put, Xionyx.
Mind! Read the mind! Yeah, I was able to see you the whole time, so... Can you see me now?
No, you are not on my mini-map. I see you running around. Oh no, you are. You okay? You're on my mini-map now.
Liar, liar, pacifier!
Yes?
Well,
Godspeed.
we've done all this, so let's head towards main... Like, I'm still annoyed at the, loss of the map integrity. It irritates me.
Yeah. It is nice that everything responds though, like, so it makes farming real easy.
Yeah, but
You know.
there are times where it's just like, no, I wanna keep moving. No. Oh, that one is immune to stun and freeze.
Not immune to fucking explosions from the sky.
Yeah, so don't get me wrong, Caligula did have the orgies, but Nero was the one who was trying to kill his mom. Yeah. There's still a bunch of things in there I should be able to reference and point to, but that's one of the main
It's been a hot
separations,
fucking
delineators.
minute since my Roman history.
Well, and the only thing I'm relying on is the back when the History Channel used to, do history. Ah, we're killing Caligula again.
Before Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, as soon as that started happening, fuck the History Channel.
I'm not saying they were aliens, but they were aliens.
But they were aliens, yeah.
The Soul Warden's Road.
And if I remember right, it went Nero, then like another fucked up emperor, then it went Caligula. Like there was less than like a 50-year span.
I thought Nero was the one where the Roman Empire fell.
Mm-mm. That was like 300 years later, 200 years later, something like that. Don't remember the name of the guy who was in charge. But yeah, no, they were, and that's actually one of the sad parts. Is if I remember right, Caligula and Nero were like in the middle. So like the Empire was strong, but they were pathetic. But it was strong enough to survive the pathetic emperors.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go clear my inventory soon.
Yeah, same here. And apparently we're in a fucking zombie graveyard, so we either need to pull back or keep moving forward. I say we pull back.
I just got a quest completed thing, so...
Same here.
So, whatever it is, I think we're done with it.
Yeah, no, those guys were pretty early. Actually, that was another one when I was going through the micro history about alcohol. It was talking about the issue with the Roman Empire. Well, one of the bunch of issues with the Roman Empire is the fact that the noble families, they had direct access to the aqueduct system. Problem is, the aqueduct system was made with or lined with lead. So all the people in charge, the senators and whatnot, were suffering from, generational lead poisoning. So, yeah.
What
But
could
it's
possibly
like,
go wrong?
yeah, well, they didn't know that, but that's one of those where I think back to what our conversations me and you've had, where it's like, how did we even survive as a species at this point? Like, the amount of things that went sideways that it's like, and this species is now dead, is high. Like, nuclear weapons is just like the newest form of this should have killed our entire species, but we're still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we go through the door and get our next,
The important thing now to remember, Buddha, is that we
Yes.
now have the likes of Greta Thunberg to protect us from our...
The fact that she's a product of, potentially a product of fetal alcohol syndrome is irrelevant. And the fact that her parents are horrible, whether they did, you know, birth her with fetal alcohol syndrome or not, which is speculative.
But judging by her behavior, it seems likely.
That too, but it's also her facial structure. Yeah, she straight up looks like she has, or she was born with fetal alcohol syndrome. And I mean, what else would they have to be in charge of the Greenpeace, whatever movement, outside of, you know, somebody born deficient? I mean, it just an observation.
Yeah, no. For me, it's still, The thing is it's nice to point at, you know, enthusiastic members of your cause, but at the same time, when the person you're pointing at is, you know, 15 years old, 16 years old, that's not a strong argument.
Well, that's the problem, is that was a symptom, not a cause. Like, you can't call this child stupid, indoctrinated, and whatnot. It's a child. You're abusing a child at this point. And it's like, then why did you put a child
But the thing
out
is,
there?
Sandman was like 17, 18.
Oh, but he was like 15, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, like,
Okay, let's port back home so we can clear inventory.
but that's the thing, is like, he was not old at all.
Nope.
Like, he was a kid.
But they choose who are protected, and they choose who are not protected at a whim. That is literally, there's no definitive, there's just, we like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't like
We
this
don't
one.
like this one. Yeah.
That
Same
is
with like
literally-
Kyle Rittenhouse. They did not like that one.
Yeah, so he bad. He be bad, therefore attack good. Like, literally.
Kyle Rittenhouse was exonerated, where Sandman was fucking dragged to the fucking coals.
And they were both innocent, so, but, yeah, no, shh. Bad people, especially since male. Male and bad.
I don't know. Kyle Rittenhouse was a hero. Sandman was a victim.
I still remember when I first heard about Sandman. It's like, dude was standing on some steps, smiling at a dude banging a drum, and I'm like, how is this a cause? But I'm literally imagining some kid, like, I'm imagining a 10-year-old, like, standing on the stoops of a fire escape or something like that, listening to this dude banging on drums, and I'm like, and this is supposed to make me mad? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
No, see, it's even stupider than you think it is. It is?
Yep. No, it gets even worse.
But yeah, the amount of backflips that they had to do for both of them is hysterical. guess what? Whatever they had to pay out for being retarded, it's not enough. Like, CNN, MSNBC, hell, even if Fox News talks shit, they should have been, you know, out of business. Assassin's Glory. Shattering split great sword of static. Whoa, level 22 requirement. Kinda makes me want to play with you. So
Lightless
this is
Arbor Key opens the door to the Lightless Arbor dungeon beneath the Shrouded Ridge.
Yeah, I'm just keeping that one.
Right-click to open the map at the Lightless Arbor dungeon. Oh, we could just teleport to there whenever we want.
Oh. I wish there was a better breakdown between weapons or weapon observations. You know, actually another thought I had for my solo stream. Where are you at?
Back by the portal.
Oh, I see you now.
I'm ready for refill, by the way.
Same here. I was thinking about potentially do Rebel Galaxy, but the fact that I've only beaten it once makes me gives the same thing where it's like, you know, I enjoy, but who knows? Maybe if I stream, I have more focus.
Rebel Galaxy was a lot of fun. The only thing I would say about Rebel Galaxy is there's a lot of grind in there. And I don't know how much grinding you did with Final Fantasy VII Remake, but there's a lot of time you're just cruising around, picking shit up, and like there's a tremendous amount of time there that...
Not happening.
And I can't go back through the portal for some reason because the game does not like me.
So, I did a certain amount of grinding, but when it came to power leveling up, mastering my materia and shit like that, that was all done off stream. Which, like you said, is part of the whole, well, this is gonna be a minute, so.
Yeah, and one of the cooler things about Rebel Galaxy that I really like to do, and I still do now, every time I go back to the first Rebel Galaxy, is I make friends with both, I get neutral with both the Militia and the Red Devils. And I love being able to go to any goddamn base I want. I love being able to just, you know, hey, here's a trap, and oh, this is the Red Devils, and they fucking just let me go. Cause we like this guy. We're actually neutral to this guy. You know, respond to a distress signal like no, this is a good one. Let them go. Like, and the last time I played through. I did beat the game. I beat the game with the Radovich instead of the fucking battleship, which I've never actually gotten the battleship before because I've never actually ground that much.
Wait, you actually beat the game?
Yes, I have actually beaten the first Rebel Galaxy game. The first, I've beaten it once. It was the first time, the last time I played it, and I was friends with both the militia and the Red Devils, and it was a tremendous amount of effort. And there's a lot of fucking missions that you just have to fucking skip out on because they're frequently counter to each other. Like, make friends with the militia, piss off the Red Devils. Make friends with the Red Devils, piss off the militia. You know, shit like that. But
and if I remember, I was able to actually be fully allied with both of them. That was rough.
And that just takes a shit ton of fucking time. But it allows you to go to any goddamn base you fucking want to, which is a tremendous amount of freedom. Because there are certain areas in the game where the Red Devils are they're holding key bases, or like you just get through a fight and you're fucking wrecked, and you need to get to a base, and the closest 3 bases are all Red Devil bases, and it's nice to just be able to go, yeah, I'm gonna go there because they'll let me in. And you know that's one of those things that it's an enormous pain in the ass to do, but if you can do it, it's super nice to have.
And if I remember right, the thing that had me stop last time was me being dumb. Was if you want the best equipment in the game, you have to kill pirate lords. And every time I went hunting for pirate lords, apparently their engines were better than mine, which is bullshit, but whatever.
Honestly, I think you should give a shot to Outlaw. I've had a lot of fun with Outlaw, and I've beaten Outlaw multiple times. You'll have to get a... Because it's only on GOG, so...
Yeah, it's on Epic.
Or,
No,
was it
and
Epic?
that's one of those... Yeah, it was Epic.
Okay.
No, the thing that got me is I treated it too much like Rebel Galaxy, where I was able to literally just teleport to stations so I can do trades.
But that was the thing, is like, in Outlaw, fast travel was actually fast. Where in the original Rebel Galaxy, you actually had to do the whole sublight travel thing.
Yeah, I'm hyperspacing horseshit, yeah.
Yeah. So that was the thing, is like you could actually kind of warp in an Outlaw where you could, you know, like, I'm gonna fast travel, where with in the original Rebel Galaxy, you had to do the sublight travel. You could only fast travel between stations. Or between systems. You had to slow travel between stations. So if you were running blockades, you physically had to sublight through the blockade. Yeah. Where with Outlaw, you could just fast travel to the blockade. Now, it would frequently put you in a really shitty spot near the blockade where it's like, you should have dropped me before that. Like, could have noped out of fast travel a little before this particular moment.
You don't want to hit the corrupted lands?
Well, there's like a city or some shit up here.
Huh?
You don't see it on the map?
I see something like that on the map, but I see the corrupted lands, so...
I was just curious what all this shit over here was. Like, it looks like this is like a village or some shit.
Yeah, no, I see a bunch of conversation bubbles too.
Yeah, that's all I was getting at. Is like, what the fuck is this over here? Lower the bridge! Lower the bridge! Hey, buddy.
No, and no matter how much I like games like this, I was elected to kill, not to read.
That's it.
I am here to murder everything I see, not to see everything I murder. Alright, well that leads back into danger zone. Yes, speech bubble, how are you? You need something? I need to find Ulrich. What can you tell me? Why are you here? Never mind, I don't actually care.
That's it.
Oi!
Welcome,
Panda
traveler.
bear! If you're important, why are you actually talking to me?
Yeah. I like story. I care
What
about
do you
story,
mean?
but I'm an illiterate, so I want story read to me.
Ah, yes. I am ready. Okay. Alright, alright, okay. I guess I'm defending the seer now. Good job, Buddha.
No problem. Apparently we're doing a good job, but... Yeah, no, it kind of makes me think back to when I played WoW, and I was like, I try to read through some of the quests, and I'm like, you know what? You need to bullet point this shit. Just give me... No. I need to tell you about how when I was a farmer. Fuck off. Give me the mission.
Nobody fucking cares.
Hey, remember that one quest we did for the farmer? No! Don't! And I don't fucking care.
Nobody cares!
Should care. Yes, I am quite the
Welcome,
fighter. Actually, I'm a
Pretty
druid,
smart.
but you know, semantics.
I am quite the druid. Take the contents of my box. Not that box.
Bad chicken bow wow. Phrasing, boom. That's something I wish I could catch on at work, but not planning on it.
Oh, you want to go back to your crystal?
I mean, yeah.
Let's go back to your crystal then.
It was a portal! Sorry. I wanted you to have those dolls. They were action figures! Do you remember where that's from?
40-year-old virgin, I believe.
No. Never actually watched that movie. So if it's in there, I don't know.
You've watched 40-year-old virgin.
I have not.
I don't fucking believe you. I don't fucking believe you for a goddamn second.
Okay, that's a weird line to draw in the sand.
Because
but okay.
40-year-old virgin is on the hard drive you filled up with movies you have. I swear to God, you've seen 40-year-old virgin.
I could check my NAS, man. I don't... Do I have it? I don't think I do.
I swear to God, we've watched that goddamn movie.
Nope.
The dude that gets his chest waxed?
I've seen the clip where he gets his chest waxed because he actually got his chest waxed. It was a legit, I'm gonna have this done, and he freaked out because of how painful it was.
We're gonna have to fucking watch 40-year-old virgin if you haven't watched 40-year-old virgin. I swear to God, me and you have watched it together.
Nope.
Honestly, okay,
though,
I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen is I'm gonna turn it on. You're gonna go like, oh, okay.
no, because the only one I can think of that's even close to this one is oh, what's his name? He's in 40-year-old virgin. Seth, whatever.
Seth MacFarlane.
No, it's not McFarlane.
Seth Green?
No, it's not Seth Green. I can picture him. I forget what his name is, though. God damn it. So he,
It's the guy who did Hot Dog Party, I think.
yeah, whatever it's called. Food Party, Hot Dog Party, something like that. That dude.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
But he's also in the Knocked Up movie. And the Knocked Up movie is the only one I've watched that's even close to that. What was that cum dumpster's name? I don't like the guy, so, you know, whatever. But yeah, nope, never watched 40-Year-Old Version. Only things I've seen is because of, like, impromptu lines or, oh, and he was also in that, are you telling me my man doesn't pee or poop? That guy.
Okay, we're thinking of different people.
Well, the guy who says the line, are you telling me my man doesn't pee or poo? That's not the one I'm talking about, but he's in that movie too.
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, it's right there too. Seth something. Whatever. Remembering stupid people doesn't matter to me. Seth Rogen?
Yeah, it might be. That's the only other name I'm coming up with besides McFarlane and Green.
Yeah, McFarlane's the guy who does Family Guy. Seth Green was,
the guy who did
Joker
Mass
and Mass
Effect.
Effect.
Yeah. He also did the Chris, yeah, where it's like, fuck you, Dad.
Actually, the one that Seth Green comes out most for me is the Italian Job. How does Hatsuro do this?
Oh, my name's Handsome Rob.
I'm Becky. You can see it on my
You
name
can see
badge.
it's on my shirt. I can see that. And now I'm gonna need your truck, and I'm gonna need your shirt.
We can
You
have
want
my
my
virginity
virginity
too?
too?
If it's on the menu.
You're not that bright, are you? No?
No.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Ah, I fucking died. Damn it, Buddha.
Well, we're recording movies. I just did better. The game proved it.
Good God, they keep fucking coming.
That's how good I am at my job.
You know, all my talk of single target damage is fucking meaningless if I just keep running out of fucking mana.
Wow, additional 2 idle slots. That's awesome. Don't worry, I'm sure you participated.
I'm sure I did as well.
Well, this should lead back to, to the crystal like I wanted.
Leads to portal.
Oh, you're right. This is separate.
Ah! Ow! I could use a trip back to town.
Oh, it's because we teleported. Got it.
Yeah, no, this... The game is saying this is a better item, or, well, it's a super rare item, but...
Yes.
Whatever.
Well, portaling's slow. By the by, I'm the main character right now.
Yeah, no, I went back to base, so...
Yes.
My teleporter is being a little slow.
Alright, let's check my build guy real quick. Ranger's mark.
Come on, game. Let me portal.
Four. Falconry. Train to hunt. Okay.
There we go.
Somebody just kind of fell over and died in front of the portal, but you know, that sounds fun. Still have that stupid key.
Well, we had to go to the Lightless Arbor, and I didn't check where that was at, so.
Oh. I think I understand why this is so important. Plus, I don't know. What I have is 3 potion slots. Okay. Well, I just had this item drop on the ground, but what I had equipped was like, I don't understand why it's so. The only thing it has is like 3% health. It's just, I don't understand what I'm looking for, I guess, is the
common trope of this particular expedition.
Yeah. Why is one thing more important than the other, I guess, is the...
Well, that's where, like, I kind of want something like Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 4, where it's like, okay, here's the bonuses, here's the negatives, you know, the teal deer of the, you know, here's some information.
Yeah, like, this is basically what you were looking for, type of thing. But... Because, I mean, you do get that when you do the compare, but it's like, I'm not 100% certain what is good and what is bad.
Well, like, when I was comparing weapons, I kind of wish I saw a DPS difference. Like, well, this one has a higher DPS than this one.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're going back to the entrance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a dead end. It was just a side thing, yeah.
Whatever. More XP, more items, more money. Many. And money.
Well, like, we're exploring the game still, like,
yeah.
You know, we're not professionals by any stretch of the fucking imagination. We're enthusiastic fucking amateurs.
We want to kill without mercy and collect a bunch of items. If we can do both those, we're happy. Well, I'm happy at least.
Win-win, motherfucker. Except for in games like Borderlands, where money value means fucking nothing. And the prizes don't matter, I guess, is the follow-up there.
The what?
Borderlands 3. But the items mean nothing and the prizes don't matter, but...
Yeah. Well, actually, when you said Borderlands, part of my brain was thinking back to, you know, for my solo stream, do I want to play, Cyberpunk 2077 or what have you? I mean, Borderland-esque as far as I can tell.
Well, it's supposed to be like Witcher 3.
Yeah, well, with guns and what have you. And never beat Witcher 3 either. Don't even know if I hit a halfway mark on that one. And it's one of those that makes me hesitant where it's like, oh, I'll just do this. And it's like, why did I get stuck and not play it? Why didn't I beat it? Blah, blah, blah. I can't.
And that was the funny
why.
thing, like, I got really excited about Witcher 3, and I tried to play Witcher 3, but I just got bored. Like, that was one of the weird things, is like, this is supposed to be an amazing game. I want to play it. And when I played it, it was just like, eh.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a bad game, it was just not a particularly good game. And, you know, I understand that, you know, not not a there's not every game is a good game for you right now. Like there are games that are good games, but you know, like Terraria. Me and you both agree that Terraria is a great fucking game.
Yeah.
Neither one of us want to fucking play Terraria right now.
Yeah.
And we may never want to play Terraria again. Doesn't change the fact that it's a great fucking game, and we put in a lot of goddamn hours playing that stupid, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say we sunk in hundreds of hours into Terraria. So
yeah, so
it's on the list of recommending. Just don't know if and when we'll play that again. And I went through the portal.
Yeah, you went through the thing. I wanted to finish out the map.
Yeah, I wanted to do that too, but.
And I suspect eventually we'll go back to Terraria, but you know, it's...
Yeah, no, just the urge. And I've seen a handful of, you know, survival games pop up. You know, hey, maybe play this or what have you, and it's just one of those. I don't really care to play.
Well, that vampire survival game we've been flirting with for a while.
Flirting with is a strong term. I remember recommending that a while back and we bought it, but it just
never happened.
Yeah, like it still seems interesting. Like the survival crafting seems a little more on the minimal end. And it still seems like a game I would want to play. It just don't know when we would or will play the game.
Oh, I was just trying to remember what the name was.
It's like V something. I forget what
V
it's
Rising,
called.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
But you know, it's one of those games that on paper we should enjoy, we should love. But we never really started.
I mean, I did.
I mean, we started it and we played it a little bit,
but you wanted to play something else. I forget what was popping up at that particular time.
Yeah, or there was like a pause coming up, like I don't know. I wanted to save it for something, and then we never went back to it.
Like I said, something came up, and that became the new. So I guess if we look through the previous history, because it was prior to us going back to Monster World Hunter.
I think the map is clear. I have a little bit of blue, but I'm pretty sure that's just the edge of a map.
Go through the portal. I'll just port towards you.
I do that.
You know what I think it was? I think it was Remnant.
Remnant would definitely pull us away from a new game.
Yeah. We wanted to get some old school Remnant done, playing it on Nightmare mode. Get prepped for Remnant 2, which is depressing because we beat Remnant 2 and then just kind of dropped it, which was more of a you decision than me decision, but still, we played.
Well, and they've had a few DLCs to Remnant too, so that might be worth going back to, honestly. Because we did not fully explore Remnant 2.
No, we did not.
I feel like it might have been like Remnant 1 was kind of a new, fresh experience, and I feel like Remnant 2 was just kind of like a I don't know. I'm not even sure how to qualify it. Just like the only thing I could think of why we stopped on Remnant 2 was just because it wasn't great. It was just good. And
that's where I want to say, what's with this Wii shit? I was enjoying it, but I'm pretty much done. It's like, okay. I was actually half tempted to make a solo character and keep going, but I was like, yeah, I'll hold off.
No, don't remember why I wanted to call it on Remnant 2.
And part of it might have just been because we played Remnant, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's right. This is the survival aspect. Okay.
I mean, we beat Remnant 2.
Yeah, but as soon as we got to the next difficulty, we just kind of like, Like, we did do some hunting for the rarer classes. But outside of that, we just kind of, okay, done. Nah, we'd have to go back and watch, and then it'll be explained, I'm sure, but yeah.
That or we just go back and play it.
V or Remnant?
Remnant. We haven't played V on stream, so I don't think going back and playing V is going to illuminate why we stopped playing V.
Well, like I said, we stopped playing V because of another, and I think it was Remnant that helped, our Remnant 2 that was like, nah, I want to be ready to play that. So that's when we started playing Remnant 1 on Nightmare difficulties with fresh characters. Which we did successfully.
Yeah, we did Remnant 1. Main story and DLC from scratch. And our viewership got robbed by fucking Asmongold. Motherfucker stole at least one. Possibly two viewers from us.
Him and what's her name? Pokemon. Fucking Pokemon. Always streaming while we're streaming, trying to just siphon off our viewers.
Yeah, not even playing games, just showing her titties and shit, like.
Now, don't get me wrong, her titties had nothing to do with it whatsoever.
But she stole our viewers, goddammit. Our viewers!
She took our job.
She took her job. Whatever. Titties win most of the time. I actually did find myself a documentary about titties. Like, why are people obsessed about them? I haven't watched it yet, but I haven't had the urge to watch movies at all for 2 years at this point.
Do you really want to know why men obsess over titties?
Not just men. Not just men.
I guess the real question is does it matter?
Real question, what?
Does it matter?
Does it matter why people are?
why people obsess over titties.
Not really. I mean, it's a lot with how autistic am I. It's like, it's a curiosity. But yeah, no. Titties are a fucking visual focus point where it's just like, wow! But not always, but at times. Don't get me wrong, I've seen some straight up fake biddies and it's just like, whatever. And then I've seen some others that are like, oh my goodness, those are amazing. I don't know. It's intriguing, and I think South Park got it right in a lot of ways where...
Oh, talk.
Yeah, Autoz. Like, just seeing a little bit of Autoz, it's just like, wow. And then you see a bunch of fakeness, and it's like, what a clown. But, yeah, it's hard to... I don't even know if it can be articulated. All I can say is it's real. And I keep activating, apparently, the goddamn portal zone, so that's fun. This is a bunch of funness.
Looks like fun. I'm gonna stand back here and cast spells at it.
Don't worry, I want to give them a hug. Even though Bjorn has yet to hug a bear, Bjorn still hugs.
It's not about the animal, it's about the action.
I mean, it still wants to, or Bjorn still wants to hug a bear, but you know what? Bjorn's an equal opportunity hugger, so he will hug whoever Bjorn can hug.
Bjorn hugs.
The noble sash of purity. Oh yeah, like I was saying earlier, I do find the obsession, the intrigue, the focus to be interesting, and I want to kind of see what pseudo researchers are gonna say. Oh, here's why. I think they're
my
gonna
inventory
be wrong.
is full.
And I still got space.
Might have to drop something.
And I don't want assassin, I want attunement. Phase explosion from Xanax.
Kaboom!
Speaking of which, come on, Xanax, be quick at what you're doing.
I'm trying to add a new stash tab, but
There once was a stash tab that came to me.
well, I was just trying to make a quick stash tab so I could dump everything into the stash tab and deal with it later. But the game was like fighting me on it.
Fight.
Like I was trying to be, you know, economical about this shit, but the game's like, ah, fuck you.
We know who you are. You're not the economical type.
He's trying to be a good guy. Yes,
That's some rangeness. Death to all. I'm sorry, I see some of these lizard folk and I'm like, ah, Deathclaw.
that's too much respect.
Don't worry, exiled mage. I want you to not be exiled. I want you to be ended. You might call this the Ender's Game.
I'm not with him. I'm just standing next to him. I'm also out of mana.
Out of what?
Nothing.
Sorry. Golden Resonance. Resonates with Psionics. Used to gift item and bypass normal gifting restrictions. Can be used with normal magical set, unique with no legendary potential and idols. Must be stored before use. Store by pressing. Have you gotten a Golden Resonance before?
No.
And it looks like I just stored it. Clergy.
I gotta go potty. Be right back.
Sin.
Alright, so this might be me being short-sighted, but with your loot filter, why the fuck would you ever pick up anything that you want to actually give me?
Beats me. It's a fucking relic type thing, because when I press the crafting materials or transfer materials, it went there.
Huh. You've been playing with this player for a while. How would you like to be able to trade with them? What the fuck am I gonna trade with them? They're a different goddamn class entirely.
Beats me. But it made it through the loot filter, that's all I know.
Must be important.
You want to hit the other direction first, or just go in?
Yeah, let's go clear down here real quick.
Fucking nothing. Okay.
You're in a corner.
Yeah. Broke a box item drop. Just was grabbing that.
Gotcha. Well, moving on to Imperial Tessima.
Thetima. Thetima. Thetima.
All I know is it appears to be ocean-based. The hoplite of rendering.
You know, this kind of leads to another question for me. And that's just like general level design where it's like, you know what these guys want? Bunch of random directions that don't fucking matter.
Yeah, like procedural generation has its parts, but I don't know if it's necessarily universally good or bad. I think there's times when procedural generation is bad, and I think there's times when procedural generation is good. I feel like when you're talking about the story, it should probably be a crafted story. But when you're talking about end game farming, then yeah, procedural generation is fine, and even desirable. That way, you know, when you're doing the same thing over and over again, it's different every single time. But if, like, me and you are going through the story, the campaign of Last Epoch, I feel like that should be a curated experience. Where to go, what enemies show up, maybe not necessarily what items are dropped, but like it should be a fairly designed experience.
Yeah.
Like, where do bosses show up? Where are the save points? You know, where are the portals? Like, I feel like that should be a very well-defined aspect of the game, where what this is this is just it's a random number generator. It's a story by numbers game where you can find a certain area, and a certain area can have, you know, well, a given area will have this quest or this quest, but it's randomized where you're supposed to go, whether you should go left or right, you know, what quests can you combo together, what quests can't you combo together. Like, I feel like the story quest and the associated side quests should have been a curated experience, where these are the maps you get, this is, you know, you go here, you go here, you go here, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that's what... And maybe you randomize the quest on New Game Plus, but for first experience... I feel like first experience should be a curated experience. I feel like your first run should be, you know, heavily guided, even if you do have random elements. And then when you're doing, you know, subsequent playthroughs, or if you're farming, like that's when you add the randomization. But I would make the first playthrough a largely curated experience. Like,
you would make the first playthrough largely what?
Curated. Like, highly controlled.
Yeah.
Oh, you went south, sorry. Like, I would think that you would want the first playthrough to be...
This is what we intended.
Yeah, like this is a well thought out, well designed. But maybe the concern is if you do that, the randomized experience will be lacking, because it's never going to be as good as the curated experience, you know. And maybe, I don't know.
I feel what you're saying.
I'm mostly just kind of talking at my ass right now.
Obviously.
I don't know where you want to go.
Keep exploring. There's more exploration over here.
Alright, I'm gonna go clear this out down here. I have a little sliver left.
No, and I agree to a certain extent.
It wasn't a sliver. It wasn't a sliver.
Okay, have your way then. Now, part of me... Actually, a lot of me wonders if Diablo 3 had it more right. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of similarities, but the zeroing out of maps, it's part of the same reason why at least, I don't know about you, never truly got into, I was about to say Final Fantasy, Civilization 6. And I need a...
You going back to base?
I mean, I need to, like, soon. Nope, I need to about now. So,
alright. You go now. I'll just keep clearing.
But yeah, no, like there's just certain little differences between 5 and 6. Like I liked a lot of Final Fantasy Civilization 6. But like, oh no, when you travel over mountain ranges, no. There's a sub, you know, maybe or what have you, but it's like no. Mountains are always bad, and I disagreed with that.
Well, and the thing is we would frequently use running into the mountains as a defense mechanism.
But then when we played, there was also enemies that were like, I don't know. I just remember that was one of those big aspects that was like, you know what? I'm annoyed, and I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, we should really give Civilization 6 another
go.
shot. Yeah. And they've released a couple of expansions, and honestly, the game's probably pretty good right now. But yeah, honestly, going back to Civ 6 is... Yeah, maybe we'll like it. Maybe we'll be like, ah, this is alright.
And it's been a while since 5, so yeah. And, well, any.
I mean, honestly, like Beyond Earth, I really liked that. I just didn't... It was just too simple.
Yeah. And they adjusted it a while back, so... Maybe they fixed some of that issue too.
And you know, maybe that game's even worth going back to. Like Firaxis is not a bad game developer. Like they make good games. They even did the XCOM games, I think.
They did.
And, you know, Enemy Unknown was fucking amazing. XCOM 2 was fucking amazing. Like,
no, and when it comes to 6, part of my issue is I don't know why they decided to go for more anime level. Like they decided the amount of realism they gave whatever was too much. No, and adding things like Cass's belly and Circe's whatever the fuck it's called, you know, cause for war, and like, I liked a lot of the concepts, but there was just something that was like
the mechanics of the game didn't work out super well. Like,
yeah, like they were grating on me. I think I keep saying Final Fantasy, Civilization 5. Did a better job. But yeah, you're right. They've done a bunch of updates. They've done a bunch of upgrades, bunch of DLCs.
well, and honestly, I think your favorite Civilization 5 was Gods and Kings, the first update.
Oh yeah, no, that was my more bread and butter. Brave New World turned me into a fucking retard, which is aggravating. But you know, I could still run with that. Dude, Gods and Kings, I was a fucking cultural badass. I would destroy the world with nothing but culture.
And then they fixed it.
Huh?
And
yeah,
then they fixed it.
Then they start doing, oh, you know, we're gonna have trades or caravans and shit like that. So me being the bank and the cultural powerhouse of the universe turns into, you're a little baby, aren't you a little adorable as a little baby? Fuck off.
Look at the little baby trying to be a fucking empire
Kept playing
leader.
though. I could still do the game. I just had more issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I mean, to be fair, I don't even know if we spent any real time in Gods and Kings. We went from like base to fucking Brave New World, but oh.
No, we didn't spend a lot of time in Gods and Kings. I know we spent some time in Gods and Kings because when we went to Brave New World, you were
I became a
pissed.
moron. Yeah, like my
Right.
effectiveness went from God tier to F special tier. Isn't it adorable that we let him play the game?
Yeah. Like Gods and Kings was, you know, I remember you being a god amongst men, and then when we went to Brave New World, all of a sudden,
My fucking culture went down the drain. My money
your
output
money went down the drain.
Like everything. Like Zonix would be like, "Hey man, can I borrow 1,000 gold? Sure, here's 2,000 gold. Have fun."
Yeah.
And now it was like, "Hey, can I borrow like 20 gold? I'm about to lose a city." Nope. Well, no. I should. I'm straight up honest. I tolerated Brave New World. It was interesting. It added a difficulty level, but we were talking about. I went from like literally a god among men, where I was just a powerhouse to, "Hey, little child, please help."
But it was Brave New World that we beat on Deity.
Yeah, we beat it on Deity. We had to do a certain amount of cheese, but you know what, motherfuckers? We did it.
I don't know if that cheese was ultimately necessary.
For you, it was. Because you have to remember, you were cheesing for units as the Germans, which
Yeah.
led to the whole unit cap that exists, which we learned about then.
Yeah, we only learned about the unit cap because of Germany.
But yeah, that allowed you to conquer your continent, and then on mine,
You
I was
needed
having
raging
some rough
barbarians. Yeah.
yeah. You chose Germany for because of Raging Barbarians. I chose Skia or whatever
Skia
it
for
was.
raging barbarians. And both
So
of us
I got-
leaned on raging barbarians. You
But
for
the
money, me for units.
But the fact that I was behind, like a literal choke point mountains
Yeah.
with hills, oh, that saved my bacon. And then when it came time to take on the English, which was the last civilization take on, it's a little sad. I did need Sonic's help for that. But yeah, we essentially conquered our own continents on our own.
Yeah, both of us started on our own continents. Both of us had, I want to say, the same number of computers.
I think you might have had one more, but yeah, we were close.
Because you had the Zulus that were governing the bridge to
I had the
Terabithia.
Zulus, the Indonesians, the Dutch, and the English.
The
if I remember
English.
right. You had the Chinese.
Carthage, because they were like the first. They were the first ones I took out.
Was it Carthage? I don't remember what the first civilization was.
I believe it was Carthage because I wanted their harbors.
No, because the first civilization you took out was landlocked. That's the one I'm trying to think about. It's like you had one that was just in the middle of nowhere, but it's the first one you ran into.
Well, I think that might have been Japan.
Say again?
I think it was Japan.
No, Japan was the third one he took out. Second one was the Chinese. Chinese, Japanese, I just don't remember what the first one was. And the fourth one he took out was the Russians.
Well, India was in there too. I remember taking on India because their bonus was stupid because I was so much bigger than they were.
No, Ethiopia.
Oh yeah, Ethiopia. That's what it was.
That's the so it was something China, Ethiopia. Yeah, Ethiopia. It took you a
And I
second.
know Russia was the last of them because they got ahead of me pretty substantially.
And yeah, so I think you were more loaded because doesn't matter. You did better, or you had more to play with. You did better. Blah blah blah.
But as Germany, I had a lot of units because in the beginning of the game we did a bit of save scumming on my ability to turn barbarians into units.
And to be fair, the best ones were the axe throwers.
Yeah,
you
those
axe throwers.
stupid
those
fucking axe throwers were ridiculous.
But yeah, we co-opted on 2 separate continents, so no real crossover until the very end.
Yeah, it wasn't until the very end where I was able to help Buddha, and yeah, I had conquered my continent by the time Buddha was ready to launch his final attack on the English.
And I needed some help because the English were fucking... They were big. They were big. And I was taking some of it on, and if I remember, I did take the final... the capital.
Yeah, you did take the capital, but
that was because you took like half the army they produced.
Yeah, I was attacking them and I drew their army to the north.
So I have a certain amount of shame. I did not conquer my continent, but god damn it, I did 90% of the work, or 80% of the work on deity, and I'm still gonna count that as a win.
I mean, we beat deity together. Like,
yeah.
I can't say I could have done, because you had money, and I remember borrowing money from you several times during that game. So
no, and that was the whole point of the whole Skia thing on Raging Barbarians, and we did Raging Barbarians because it forced us to maintain a higher level of military presence.
Yeah.
But me conquering Barbarian encampment gave me triple the gold return, so I got something like 750 or 250 or something like that.
Yeah. But we always played on marathon, so it was a long turns. But yeah, so you didn't, like, you would get 250 or something like that on. Well, yeah, you got 3 times as much as I did. That was the whole point of being a Skia. But you got more money than me. And so you would, when I would get a barbarian encampment, it would be like 75 gold or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I was the banker. But, and that's the other problem, especially with marathon and shit like that, is, oh, you have to keep enough luxuries and shit like that. No, honestly, I think that's part of the, I don't know, subconscious. Fucking Civ 6 fucked up, because that should have been something that we should have gone balls deep into. But we just did it for a while. There were some issues, and I was just like, eh. And they had some really good ideas, but they also didn't execute them properly.
Yeah, no, I did like the idea of having,
well, like the districts.
yeah, like you build a city, the city is focused on faith. This city is focused on science. This city is focused on culture. Like,
well, like one of those. When I said the districts is like, okay, I built this city. Then cultural expansion allowed it for us to be able to build a harbor, even though the city was not built next to the river, the ocean, or what have you.
yeah.
And that was one of those like, oh, I want to play this game, but I don't know. Everything else was. But you're right. We should probably give that another go just to see how well they did with their upgrades and their updates and shit. But I just remember having a baseline. Before playing, 10 out of 10, I wanted it to be great. After playing, fucking 2 out of 10, I'm feeling hostility. That's what I remember. Why, precisely why, I couldn't tell you. Of course, to be fair, you did do a couple of solo games that I didn't do, so.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was a bad game. I just think it didn't jive with us. And I kind of want to give it another shot just to see what it is like now.
I could see that.
You know, I mean, we thoroughly enjoyed Civ 5. Like,
yeah, Civ 5 was fucking religion to a certain extent. Like, we were engrossed.
Like, I feel like Civ 6
Just
should be good. But I think the problem is we were expecting it to be good on launch when we were comparing it to Civ 5.
No. I'm not gonna say it should have been good on launch. There was just certain little quality of life things that I remember being angsty about.
Yeah, but that was kind of on launch.
Well, like, one of those things I remember being angsty about was the whole turning it from, you know, kind of realistic to, we're gonna go back to it looks like cartoons.
Well, because
Like
they wanted it to work on Switch. So
whatever, that was a decision I don't like. But the thing that really gets me is the whole it's right there too. Oh, so like one of the things I liked is, you know, when you open up the map, instead of just having, you know, fog of war and shit like that, and then all of a sudden it's like, actually no, you know, you have it looks like a cartography thing, and roads are built based on merchants and shit like that, and like there was a lot I thoroughly enjoyed with the idea of Civilization 6, but I don't know, they did it wrong and I didn't care for it.
Hurry and break these chains. You'll have to excuse me. I'll express my gratitude easy. Can you swim? The best time to learn is now. Get to the railing when you're ready.
Turn in is up, yeah. Going down, yeah.
Huh?
You
We clearing
really
the
should
map?
turn on. Yeah, let's clear the map first. Really sure turn on first playthrough.
just don't want to forget to turn it off if we play something else.
And I understand that, but that's only been an issue once as far as I can recall.
And I'm pretty sure that gained us notoriety. This is your first time playing this? Go. God, no.
Why are you? Oh, bad.
Yeah, no, we played the shit out of this game.
I mean, hell, we did 0 Black Pearl run, and apparently that's its own level of difficulty, but not the supreme level of difficulty, which, fucking, why not?
Well, the Salt Level 0 is a different. We were the only ones who did no Black Pearl.
Really, no one else did Black Pearl.
I don't think anyone else did a no Black Pearl. Like, we did our level up and just didn't spend the Black Pearls. I didn't see anyone else do that, and I don't think it was the hardest challenge there was, but...
Really?
No, because we had extra health.
You washed up.
We had what?
Extra health.
Good. I need your help.
Yeah, but being able to run around with the fucking Kiyomari.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we might have been on the harder difficulty, all things considered.
As far as I can tell, we're the only ones on YouTube who did the no Black Pearl, where we did not level up fuck all, and we used level 0 items across the board.
Problem is, she's deep in
the general consensus of the harder challenge is Salt Level 0, where you don't level up anything, but you get to use the Black Pearls you get along the way, which gives you 6 Black Pearl levels.
So having 6 Black Pearl levels is easier than being level 87 or whatever, I guess. I don't remember.
I have no idea what one's easier. All I know is we get to use better weapons if we do the Salt Level 0, where me and you use the ore and the goddamn mace, or no, the ore and because the ore was blunt.
I'll only slow you down.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to say is our limitation should be whatever. I don't know.
I don't know what one is harder until we do the Salt Level 0 challenge. I don't think we can say which one is harder.
Well, you're right, because I don't know what the health differential is. But for me,
the health differential might be a big deal. But
if I can run around with the Kiyomori, that's gonna solve a shit ton of issues.
Yeah, the Kiyomori is a badass goddamn weapon, and you're supposed to upgrade it to the Shrouded Bulwark, which you get after defeating the Sodden Knight at the very start of the game.
Yeah, like the very beginning of the game.
You know, and there was another weapon that they recommended, but if you did, you could conceivably get another Kiyomori depending on your religion. Which, you know. Yeah,
the Kiyomori comes from the Mountain Clan.
The Mountain Clan, but you gotta get pretty high in the Mountain Clan. I think the general recommendation is to use the Order of the Betrayer because of those fucking grenades. Those grenades are amazing.
Yeah, the grenades, yeah. Well, here I thought I, use the potion, but yeah.
Might have to drop something.
Alright,
You gonna revive me, or?
What?
Can you revive me? Guess that's a no.
Trying to interact with you. I was right-clicking. I don't know. I'm sorry. But I gotta clear my inventory. It's about 10 o'clock. Maybe we should call it, man.
Alright. Clearing inventory. Well, calling it then clearing inventory, I'm assuming is the process.
It's the end of time as we know it, and I feel fine.
It's the end of the time as we know it. The end, yeah.
I'm just gonna... And that's a full inventory I'm gonna have to clear. Alright. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back on Thursday with more something.
Mm-hmm.
Because my regularly scheduled D&D game is canceled, and so we're gonna play something. Whether it's this or Civ 6 or Remnant 2 or anything else.
We're doing something.
We're doing something. We'll do something on fucking Thursday. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Any last words, Buddha?
God, your audio's been cutting out. I don't know if... Yeah, your audio's been bad on my end at least. But, yeah. Thank you.
I really wish you would have told me before now.
Well, it's one of those, like, I don't know if it's just me or if that's on the streaming end also. So, whatever. We're calling it. Good night.
For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake! Yeah, I know.
Alright.